broadcast that happens every day, right? Or maybe you put it that may happen at a different time of the day.
Right.
But that's something that, that's definitely a social context.
Right.
There's all these things, before and after school, but, the majority of the captive audience will be here during the school hours, so,
Right.
Are there other things that, I guess we knew
Well,
that there's this art exhibition at some point in May, right?
Yes, yeah,
So
there's
that's one thing.
those are big kind of social events. There's those repetitive routine things like class changes, bell schedule. I mean, now here's the other thing that kind of just occurs to me is when you're doing a piece that's site specific, a big suburban high school is a very, it's repeated all around the country.
Yep.
And this whole model didn't come from nowhere. It came from, schools in general came from kind of an industrial model, manufacturing, workday, bell schedules, like Sir Ken Robinson talks about, we group kids by date of manufacture.
Right.
Okay, whether they're really on the same level intellectually some people go faster or slower in terms of their intellectual development, but we group them by age group, by date of manufacture, just like, you would with a commodity like hogs or something, right? So there's a lot here that we can kind of gently do, and we're really trying to change that in some ways. We're trying to change some of the very nature of education. And one of the ways you can change it is through the arts, through what we're doing here, drawing people's attention to it, I mean, a lot of what we talked about here is we're playing off the very nature of this environment, which is pretty sterile, it's all about being divided up into little spaces where discrete things happen. I mean, how about this? Math happens here. English happens someplace else. Science happens someplace else. The arts can only happen down here. So just disrupting that model, that these things can interact with one another, and in the real world do. So, that we're